Hey, what's going on guys? Today we're checking out the Mayflies Studio's Final Fantasy VII 1/4 scale Tifa Lockhart Resin statue. So yeah, I've never heard of this company before. This is like the first time that I've ever seen this company, so I really don't know what to expect. Now I've got to say, the statue does look pretty nice, but it is pretty pricey, so I think I'm just gonna stick with the player's Kai figures. I don't think I want to spend this amount of money on just one statue, but I thought those of you who collect statues may want to see this. So yeah, today we're checking out this Mayflies Studios Tifa Lockhart statue. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys want to stay up to date with more Final Fantasy VII news and updates, then be sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a suggestion in the comments below for what video you guys want to see next. So yeah, let's take a look at the statue. I've got to say, the head sculpt is amazing. I was really taken by surprise at how good this head sculpt looks. I mean, I gotta admit, I was pretty tempted to pick up this piece. It's probably one of the best Tifa head sculpts which I've ever seen, so I'm super impressed. Now, as for the release date of this statue, it's gonna be in March 2021, which is such a long time away. I mean, it's basically 1 year away, which is pretty insane. But I mean, for these high-end statues, they usually have a very long waiting period, so it's not much of a surprise. And they have also taken a couple images of the head sculpt itself with some guy holding it, which is a really strange image for official preview images. I mean, you never see images like this for any official showcase of a new figure or statue, so I really don't know why they took these images. But anyhow, it's nice to see the figure in hand and how it's actually gonna look. And yeah, once again, such a nice head sculpt. I mean, look at the paint job in the face. They're super clean paint jobs. And yeah, I just love the sculpting. I think she looks a lot like Tifa from Advent Children. Not so much Tifa from the remake, but yeah, she definitely has a nice resemblance to Tifa from AC. And here we have a couple images of the statue showcasing the full body. And yeah, as you can see, it comes with a massive display stand. I really don't know why these statues always have such a large base. I mean, it's way too big and it probably weighs a ton, but I guess it really does help to support the statue on the base. So I mean, safety first. You want to keep the statue safe, so I guess the large base really does help the statue from falling over. I quite like the hairpiece. It's got a nice flowing motion to it. It gives off a nice sense of movement, which I think is really great. Now, I do see some thin pieces of the strands of the hair, which I assume are going to be super fragile, because as I mentioned, this piece is going to be made out of resin. And as you guys know, resin is like such a fragile material to make statues out of. So yeah, I think the hairpiece is going to be super brittle. I quite like the sculpting on the clothing. I think it looks pretty good. I mean, it looks quite realistic. You can see all the folds and creases just sculpted in there. And it's got some nice texturing work as well. I think the pose of the statue is pretty good. I mean, it's nothing too special. I mean, it's a very simple pose. I think sometimes the more simplistic pose works a lot better compared to like a massive dynamic pose where you just can't concentrate in the figure. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's nice to have a contrast with really dynamic poses, but yeah, I think sometimes it's nice to have the figure in a much more simpler pose, just so you can really focus on all the details and really appreciate the sculpt. I mean, I've got to say, it's a beautiful looking statue, and if any of you guys out there are going to pre-order this thing, then yeah, do let me know. I mean, who knows, I may actually pre-order this thing at some point, but yeah, for the moment, I think I'm gonna pass. So they have made another statue, which is very similar. I mean, I really don't know why they made this statue when it's pretty much the exact same as the previous statue, which we just seen. I'm not sure who the statue is made by. I think it's made by Neoclassicism. I think that's how you say the name. I really don't know, but yeah, it's a pretty decent looking statue. I think the previous statue does look better, but I think the statue has a cast-off feature, which is probably one of the biggest differences between these two statues. If you guys don't know what cast-off is, it basically means that you can remove the clothing on the statue. So yeah, that's a pretty big difference, and it's probably a major selling point for some people out there. But yeah, that's a look at the Neoclassicism statue. I mainly wanted to focus on the Mayflies Studios for this video, so yeah, I don't want to get too sidetracked. Let me know in the comments below what you guys think of the statue, and if you're going to pick it up if you're a high-end statue collector. So as always, thank you guys so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe for more Final Fantasy VII news and updates. Take care, stay safe, and I will catch you guys on the next video. Alright, take it easy guys.